him a double kill in the first 5 minutes of the game. Stranger things have happened, though. MVP probably wisely banning out the Talia again here. Game number 2.
On the plus side, you can ban out both Talia and the Twisted Fate if you want to.
Yeah.
We actually saw Rise fall the way through picks and bans. That was a rarity in game number 1. Nobody committing to that champion. But the Gangplank will be banned once more. Question is MVP just going to first pick Shen now? There it is, TF.
Yeah, TF ban. I think it's a smart
CJ has to ban Shen. They have to ban Shen. That's something that's got to happen unless they want to give it up. And
Shy can just play Trundle. They can just try to do everything they can to get him ahead like they did before.
Yeah, I just think that MVP with Shen it's too good for them as a team because it's a crutch that they can lean on to get through the early game.
Yeah, that is true. One more ban against CJ, and they're going to take out the Sivir. Okay. Interesting. I would feel like maybe a Lucian ban would be.
Nah, I think you can handle
better.
the Lucian.
You think so?
Well, it depends on what CJ's going to do here. They banned the Ashe, no, they banned the Nidalee, so they're not going to give that to Beyond. Probably MVP's best player, but yeah, it will be the Shen first pick. Ashe still available. CJ wanted to ban that in the first game of the series. Are they going to take it away? Here, a lot of junglers left up, so we could see potential Rek'Sai grab here for CJ Entus. Rek'Sai with Ashe. Pretty strong. The Trundle still up too.
Yeah, you could take the Trundle as that flex.
Tarek selected after all. They weren't just trolling our Korean casters.
Well, I mean, it is kind of, we're still getting used to the fact that Tarek isn't a troll pick anymore, you know? I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, he's been picked a couple of times by Max this season. So they will have some strong poke here from the Jhin and the Varus.
Yep.
to try and siege up these turrets, and really good disengage too with the Taric ultimate and then the Gragas barrel and of course the Stand United. It's going to be nice for them when they start to siege turrets. And we could just see a LeBlanc here trying to play perhaps a more slippery mid laner who will be able to evade the Chain of Corruption. But the long-range engage of MVP is pretty terrifying.
You know, I like the LeBlanc. Not so
I
sure
would
about the
not
Cassidy.
play the Cassidy
Yeah.
with the Varus. You are basically just asking to get poked out of lane.
Well, this guy wants to get poked out of lane.
Wow, bold. Very bold. We don't see Cassidy played against AD mid laners very much because his Q doesn't give a shield that actually blocks their damage.
Yeah.
He will be able to engage onto the backline. I think the logic here is that if Sky can take the TP, he's going to be able to make picks effectively with the Ashe. And so it's just about surviving the laning phase and reaching that late stage of the game. But I feel like MVP is going to be able to group in the mid game because they're going to take the Jhin-Varus combination, build a whole ton of early armor penetration, and just shove people off of turrets. CJ's wave clear is also just absolutely awful. If Kramer doesn't build Hurricane first, I don't know how they're going to survive the siege from MVP. I don't like this draft at all, Doa. Like, it's just, the onus is too much on Sky to basically snowball the side lanes here, because if he starts to lose, everything is going to get shoved in.
Well, so CJ, according to Monty anyway, setting up a game 3.
I think that's what it looks like.
Well, we'll see. We will see. It was kind of improbable that CJ was able to win the last game. So MVP still with a good chance of tying up the series, forcing that game 3. I think it seems pretty likely after a questionable pick ban phase.
I think Kramer's picture is my favorite out of all player pictures this season. I absolutely love it.
He's like,
He's got his finger gun ready.
Shh, Monty, we're gonna win. That's right. You'd think that'd be more of a KT pose for their players. Well, we'll see what he can do on the Ashe. I mean, if the picks come through, CJ can do it. Let's find out if they can close this out 2-0 or if MVP will tie it up. All right, Cloud Drake.
Yep.
Yeah, CJ fans.
Probably pretty happy to see that if you're CJ and you have a mid lane Cassidy into the Varus. You're like, well, at least
so.
we're not going to lose anything too important early on.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Game number 2 between CJ, Entus, and MVP. Close game 1. MVP coming back from like an 8,000 gold deficit to nearly win. MVP fans from Australia, the UK, and he's just MVP.
Shy fans.
Yep. It's like, Shy, look at me. Oh no, Shy, I'm looking at you, I think. Or look at me. One of the two. I don't know. I can't.
Someone's looking at somebody.
I can't speak Korean. And Shy is involved. That's the key here. I think it might just say "Show me Shy" too. I don't know. I'll have to practice my Korean more, Monty.
That was a very quick shot.
I'll work on it.
So Deathfire Touch here for Maha on the Jhin. We've seen different players with different philosophies, whether they want to do more lane dominance with the Thunderlords or have more late game punch. Deathfire Touch. Okay, Sky, what are you going to do in this lane? That's the question. He will be able to evade at least the Chain of Corruption post 6, but as I was going to say in the previous part of the game, the long-range engage of Chain of Corruption, of course the Jhin route, it's spectacular for MVP. Yeah. So CJ's going to have to be very, very careful because they'll be able to follow it up with Dazzle very effectively once Max comes in. And of course the Gragas barrel and the Shen ultimate also big keys, and that's when MVP's strength recently is basically engaging on you from a really long way away and then continuing to chain the CC to a point where there is no escape, and they can blitz you from a screen or two away. So they've been really, really good at that.
Yeah. ADD and beyond find Mad Life. Mad Life trying to do a little bit of harassment here as they go for the Raptors. Ian, I don't know. You feel like they might have had an opportunity to collapse there?
Nah.
On the Mad Life.
Maybe he could have come out a little bit, but I think your number one priority just has to be harassing Sky as much as you can and forcing him to use that TP early and often. Also, don't think that ADD really wants to go ahead and commit to Shadow Dash at level 1.
That's probably true. Generally not the best level 1 Shen pickup. Going for the flashy dash. We discussed this before. It's not really a shadowy dash. It's very much a flashy, you know, obvious dash.
In fact, it's so obvious it makes you attack him.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
everybody
whoa!
really noticed this dash.
They really hate being dashed at in League of Legends. That's what I've learned.
I just want to. Oh, God.
There's a
It
flash.
begins.
Yep.
I have no idea why CJ thought this was a good idea, Doa. Maybe I'll learn something in this game, but
I got no answer for you.
Sky already with a flash down. Grokkus is there. Grokkus is definitely going to gank him pre-6.
Oh yeah.
Might do it right now.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh,
Ian's getting a bit low though. Meanwhile, yeah, Sky looking good in the 1v1, but
comes in with a Thunderlords and does some work.
Yeah.
So does return with some damage at least, but Ian staying strong. Not succumbing to much of anything right there, and
Sky just can't even get close to these minions.
I mean, he had to buy Dark Seal.
Here comes Max. All right,
Okay.
well, no dazzle.
Sky bought Dark Seal just for the extra sustain in lane because he knows he's going to get poked so hard. And they're just buying Ian some time right now. Beyond and Max being bros. Pushing up the wave. Did mean that Max couldn't recall. And what the lack of recall is going to do here in the lane swap is it's going to give Shy a little bit more time to farm up. The Ward of the Tri-Brush, though, will detect the Taric coming back down, but no buy early on for Max. Meanwhile, Mad Life does get a free recall and has to purchase. So the pathing good. I mean, he doesn't really need an item at this point in the game. So, but you know, there is a price to moving into the mid lane like that. But he immediately goes back to help out with the second half of the lane swap here. ADD still lurking in the brush, but Shy did get a little bit more of an advantage out of that scenario.
Yeah, a little bit more CS. This mid lane so far, looking pretty good for Ian, but overall staying pretty even in the CS department for the moment anyway.
Yeah, it was worth it though because they prop up the lane for Ian.
Yeah. And
that's the lane that they really want to win because if that lane snowballs and the mid turret goes down, well, then the power of this siege will be overwhelming.
The power of the Kassadin will be very underwhelming.
Certainly will be. Well, he's already going to have a really delayed Rod of Ages because he went for the Dark Seal. And he's not going to be able to farm, and now he has to overextend before he hits 6, and he doesn't have Flash. And here comes Beyond for another trip through the mid lane.
Beyond on that Gragas coming through.
Oh, he should flash for this body slam. Do it.
Yeah, here he comes in. Sky onto Ian there. Flash body slam onto Sky. No chance of making it out of this one. First blood. TP canceled. And MVP starting to punish that mid lane really hard. And they can just go for the turret here. Or at least go for a bit of damage on it. But I guess they won't.
Why even save your pick for last in the mid lane if you're going to do that?
I know, right? I mean, I don't.
You might as well just blind pick the Kassadin, right? Because it's hard to dream up a worse matchup for Kassadin. Yes, in the late game team fighting, because both Jhin and Varus lack a lot of mobility, the Kassadin could blow them up. But you have to get to the late game.
Sure.
And there's no wave clear. Like, there's none. You're just going to get poked off by the curtain call and the piercing arrow.
You know, I'm not a expert league analyst or anything like you are, Monte Cristo, but I know enough that when you take the long-range guy and put him against the short-range guy, things are pretty good for the long-range guy.
Well, maybe you should be an analyst for CJ Entus still.
Apparently, I've got what it takes. I know you don't put the short-range guy against the long-range guy.
Especially when Ian, is a Varus specialist, and it is
that too
his most played champion. And
I mean,
you saw it picked before you picked the Kassadin.
I mean, if I was in that booth and they would have been like, "Hey, let's pick Kassadin," I would have been like, "No, he's a short-range guy. You don't want to put him against the long-range guy, do you?"
Who has a magic damage shield.
Reach was like, "Absolutely, we do." I'm like, "All right, well, I'm just a caster, so good luck."
Also, we are going to see the Caulfield's Warhammer built first, and Kramer is at least now going for the recurve bow, but Warhammer into The Runa's Hurricane is less than ideal. Obviously, you'd rather have the BF sword.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Chains of Corruption into Mad Life trying to block that curtain call.
Good thing Mad Life was there.
No kidding, yeah. Sky would have been very dead if he had not been.
Had the Rift Walk, but good setup there. This is the fear, right?
Yes.
Jin has got the Cull, and so MVP has delayed the power spike. It will be Tier in the mid lane and Cull on the Jin as they wait to build up. And wow, I'm really surprised. Maha's going for a pickaxe. He's going Infinity Edge.
Huh.
I mean, he did this last game, but I think under this circumstance, you just want to snowball the early game. Don't give the Cassin a chance to get back into this one. Just group up with the Varus and just crush the mid lane. Go for that sweet, sweet armor penetration.
Yeah.
Hey, who's even going to build armor in this game? It's basically going to be true damage to whomever you're firing on, because Shy wants to build into lane harassment against the Shen. He's building damage.
I don't know.
I have many questions about this game.
Giving him a sporting chance, you know? Maha, he wants it to be beautiful. He's playing Jin, you know? So he's like, no, it's too ugly if I own them too hard. I want it to be a semi-close contest.
Personally, I find owning people beautiful, Della.
I enjoy it as well. Owning people, we should specify that we mean owning people in the sense that we're beating them badly at video games.
Oh yeah, that's
not
definitely
actually
true.
owning another human being. We're not in favor of that, no.
Yeah, no. We do not support slavery.
Definitely not, no. Gotta make that distinction. Jeez, what are you trying to do, Monty? Making it sound bad? Somebody's gonna take that sound clip. I hope you can never run for political office now. You know?
That's actually probably true. I mean, there are many reasons why I can't run for political office. That is one of them,
right.
however.
I still have a chance. Not a good one, but, you know, I mean, if Trump got this far, maybe, who knows? I can give it a shot sometime.
You're right. That definitely. I wonder how many other things could be taken out of context. It's all right, though. You said rookie lights up crack on the broadcast, so I don't think you can run for political office either.
That had nothing to do with me. I was just reporting on the goings-on in front of me. I call them like I see them.
You're going to have some sort of congressional hearing now about why you were in a place where someone was lighting up crack.
I was just observing. I was an innocent bystander.
By the way, guys, that crack was Wisdom's old name.
That's right. Wisdom used to be crack. Oh, a flash for, flash for Haru to get him out of that. Oh, Mad Life having to flash out the Chains of Corruption.
All right, well, 2 free flashes there for MVP. Just moving to the top side of the river, free flash. Bottom side of the river, free flash. Everybody flashes.
First one's free, CJ said, and the second one too. Wow, that's very generous.
Well, we are going to be in a bit of a waiting period here as these teams are just, you know, MVP just has to hold on, get their nice little power spike in the mid game, and that's where things may start to open up. Already a 30 CS advantage though at 11 minutes here for Ian. I'm sure he'll be happy about that one.
Yeah. Well, Haru in place for an epic gank. Oh, but he gets pinged. This is seen. Oh well.
Tough times for Haru.
Yep.
Nobody wants Cloud Drake.
Nope. But what else is new, you know? Ooh. See, CJ really needs to... I feel like they're already kind of entering a little bit of a desperation mode and that they need to try to set up picks.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
Might as well use their double TP advantage while they can.
I suppose.
But they don't have any deep wards, so dangerous to do so. Beyond, you can see, is just playing on the bottom side right now and making sure that there's not going to be any shenanigans onto his duo lane.
Yeah. I don't know what this Kassadin is supposed to really accomplish.
If they get to late game, it will be good. Like I said, I give it that. That is what it's supposed to do. But when your Rod of Ages is already delayed, what you gonna do?
Yeah. Not much is the answer there. Sky, I mean, he just has such a hard time getting up to these minions to even CS.
Oh yeah, he can't do that. Yeah. He can CS under his turret while it's slowly chipped away. Here comes Maha.
Yep, all right. It's ganking time.
No, just turret killing time.
Now the deadly flourish misses, so
Just kill the turret.
yeah.
I mean,
Damage to that
MVP
instead.
could just PvE this game.
All right, Maha flashing away. Shen coming in to Sand United. Haru gets caught up. Easy kill there for MVP. Yeah, give the Varus more kills. Great idea. Maha has Mad Life locked down. And that's a lot more damage. Nice. Again, hits him with the W. Gets the snare onto the Braum. And that should be another kill for MVP at some point. Dazzle. And another kill onto Ian's Varus.
Dazzle.
Meanwhile, Sky just gets caught. Trying to get away. The Dazzle. The old Razzle Dazzle.
I like the way you say dazzle, Della.
Dazzle.
I like it much better than I like watching this game of League of Legends.
I'll try to say it as much as I can. There's an opportunity. Dazzle! Oh. Shy gets away. Yeah, this one's going to be maybe a bit one-sided. Oh, Ash Arrow comes through. Immediately cleansed by Ian, though. Sky coming from behind. They pop the ultimate, though, and vulnerability is certainly nice in preventing Cassidy from killing you.
Sure is.
Yep.
That's the other thing, is the Taric is actually, I don't, come to think of it, I don't know what exactly this Cassidy is going to do versus Taric ultimate in the late game.
Exactly.
I don't think there is it. I don't think this Cassidy can do anything. Well, actually, they might actually push out this turret thanks to the TP, so at least Sky may have gotten them actually a mid lane turret. That is impressive.
All right, well, CJ.
So they chunked out, they used 2 TPs, and they get a bunch of summoner spells out of MVP as they repulse that attack, but they did lose a couple of kills in doing it. And worth noting that MVP has not even really hit their power spike yet. That's still coming.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you can never count CJ out. Max, what you doing, buddy? Going for the dazzle on the Sky. That's what. No, you don't really. Thing is, all right. Oh, Ian stepping up. There's E, and wow, beyond from downtown. That's 3 points at least. Brutal, savage, wrecked.
They are afraid to walk up on this turret, though, with the Ash Arrow and the Cocoon still up.
Sure.
And they're waiting on the Stand United. Oh, no, they're not. It's up.
Well, now they don't have to wait. That's good. See, Stand United has one of those ultimate icons where it looks like it's still on cooldown, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Kind of got like a section of it.
Yeah, it was hard for me to see.
Yeah. All right.
The methodical.
Asher on to Ian. They are going to go in. Big dunk from Mad Life. That's going to be a kill onto the Varus. All right, well, there's something for CJ. Going after Beyond now. A lot of damage coming in from Kramer. Maru in the backline. Shy comes into the teleport. CJ picking up 2. Beyond on the run. Flash from Shy. Gets a slow. And is this Krog instead looking for that body slam? Not going to find it. Mad Life with the bloodthirsty Q on that Braum.
80 didn't ult.
I guess so.
That's a bit surprising. Maybe he was worried about the Cassidy on that side of the map. But in any case, yeah, Beyond didn't have any mana. So let's talk about this setup, because the Taric is behind the turret for some reason. And you're not trying to flank this turret right now. I don't even know what Taric would do back there. So he just needs to be with the rest of his team to make sure that they can disengage with the Dazzle, but instead he leaves his backline out to dry. And I don't know why Shen didn't ult right there.
I think he just wanted to punish them.
Okay, MVP. I mean, this was a game that MVP really had huge advantages coming in from the draft, but if you're not going to use your Shen ultimate and your Taric is trying to flank a turret for whatever reason, well, you take down the one auto attack away from dead mid lane. Yeah, I know you wanted to set up and punish them, but just stick together. That's all you have to do.
It's like one of the few times where Shen wasn't seen.
It's like, am I a good ninja now?
It's like, I must be a good ninja. I expected to see him, but he wasn't there. Wow.
MVP wants another shot.
Stealthy.
Yeah, they also didn't have the cleanse onto Ian, so it was really extra important that Max was there to try and defend.
Yep.
Has the cleanse now.
That turret's still with no health remaining. Ashero is up again. They could almost do the same thing if Ian steps up. All right, Mad Life caught by that deadly flourish a little bit, taking a lot of damage even through the shield. Sky comes in for a big chunk out of Beyond. And Shy, wow. Chasing, harassing with the Gnar. Super annoying.
Every time they do this, though, CJ is losing farm in the side lanes. They had to commit 5 people to that.
That is true.
Meanwhile, Shen was just farming.
Kramer's way too low health. So they have to
give it up. Much cleaner by MVP. You see them backing off, using the curtain call to poke.
Yeah.
They can just get another one. Why not?
Yeah, looks like they might be able to. Sky zoned by pretty much everything. Caught by the deadly flourish.
Just kill the turret.
No.
So time to reset, but this is going to go more in favor of MVP right now because they have the side lane pressure too. So a lot of opportunities for them to continue to push forward. They got to get some vision down first, though.
Shy pushing up that bot lane. He's got teleports, so make a little bit of headway in the lanes for CJ anyway.
Infinity Edge is now complete. Still don't know. I think Yomu's Ghostblade would have been a lot better. Plus, with that armor penetration build, you can build into the Maw like we saw Ian do, which gives you a lot of protection in this game, especially considering there's an Elise too. Magic damage going to be there. MVP wants this Rift Herald before it despawns.
Yep, might be able to get that just in time. Harwin Madlife, the rest of CJ there as well. Shy can teleport in. This might be one of the biggest fights over the Rift Herald we've ever seen. If they go for it, Chains of Corruption onto Haru, gets caught. Beyond comes in with Stand United on top of him. Rift Herald regenning. Madlife very low. Haru as well, and MVP finding a pretty good fight for themselves. Kills coming in. Shy really can't do a whole lot. Kramer on the back trying to do damage to ADD, but that Shen already a bit too tanky. And Sky not really able to get anything accomplished on that Cassidy.
Oh, not at all, and just caught outright there. Now, MVP didn't look like they hit the necessary chain CC onto Haru because he was able to repel in the middle of that one, but it ended up not mattering because the upfront damage was enough.
Kramer just claiming his red buff, and now the Baron being taken. MVP's like, all right, yeah, we didn't want the Rift Herald anyway. We'll be happy with the Baron. Yeah, Kramer coming in, he's got the Ash Arrow. He can go for an epic steal. He's going to go for an epic stun instead. And Baron goes over to MVP.
MVP has misplayed this game, and they still got a 20-minute Baron. I think that tells you a lot about this draft.
I think so, too.
So, let's take a look at Haru right here. Does actually manage to escape at the end of that one, but still has to come straight back down. No other targets for him really to go to. Ian's going to flash forward to actually finish off that kill with a piercing arrow. Shy doing his damnedest, but hits Mini Gnar once again, so is easily focused down. Kramer and Sky just splitting up Rift Walk to get out of that, but MVP, that's the long-range engage that they had. Good turn, baiting them into fighting over that Rift Herald. And, you know, if you're CJ, just let him have the Rift Herald. Who cares? You're trying to scale with the Kassadin anyway. Why even pick that fight?
Like, no, we want them to get the Baron instead.
This game has been a wealth of poor decision-making, Doa. Or a poverty.
Poor decision-making.
Poor decision-making.
You're more of a glass half full kind of guy, you know, so we get a lot of bad decisions, not a little good decisions.
But MVP able to pull through. They did fix their siege after messing up the first time and played more conservatively, not trying to flank underneath the turret with a Taric. Not sure what that was supposed to do, but they adjusted to their credit.
Uh-oh, Haru taking a lot of damage. Oh, Madlife there again. Madlife's been really good with the bronze shields all day long, but there's only so much you can do.
I mean, how do you stop this? At least Kramer went for the fast Hurricane. That's what I'll say, is that they really needed that item to even have any semblance. Because if it had been Essence Reaver first on this Ashe, there would have been nothing that could have been done.
No wave clear then, no way to stop the pressure in any of the lanes.
I mean, Kassadin walks up to try and use Force Pulse to clear a wave. He just gets nuked. It's like free taunt, free chain of corruption, you know, whatever you want. It's there, waiting to wreck you.
Yep. Beyond getting caught with a cocoon, but no big follow-up from CJ. Kramer having to walk all the way back to Fountain. Here we go. This should be the end of the bottom lane inhibitor turret. As Kramer comes back in, still has that Astro if he wants to use it. Sky, just, there's no way to really get the back line.
There's no way they can do anything, though.
Oh, Shy gets caught, explosive cast pushes it back. There's the ultimate from Terra, keeping everybody healthy as they go in onto this inhibitor. Kramer still holding that enchanted crystal arrow. EDD coming back in, there goes the inhibitor. Madlife throwing the Braum ultimate, gets a knock-up onto Maha, but no follow-up. Kramer low, gonna throw out the Ash arrow before he flashes away. Shy trying to come to the back line. A lot of low health members on both teams, but CJ taking a lot more, and there's the curtain call, and it might be curtains for CJ right here. Madlife low, gets back to the fountain just in time. Ian picks him off with the Q though, and beyond, the rest of MVP, they may just be going for the win here.
That's going to be a little... Oh, no, they still have Stand United. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the teleport, rather.
They've also got the Baron. They've got a minion wave. There goes the second Nexus turret. CJ
Omewrecker.
trying to fight for their life, man. I don't know.
The Omewrecker came in. ADD with the Manor Omewrecker at the end.
Wow. Good stuff. Double kill for Maha. And that is it. A 24-minute win for MVP as Madlife and Shy try to turn this one around, but I don't think it's going to work. And we are going to game number 3. Another kill on Madlife in the end. Wow, that was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Well, if you wanted to know, Doa, what getting hard countered in a big ban phase looks like, that was it.
I guess so.
MVP didn't even play that perfectly, and
No.
they still won the game in 24 minutes. There's literally nothing you could do, barring titanic errors from MVP, because it was very simple shot calling from MVP. It's like, oh, we just group up and then kill them, kill their turrets, and they can't do anything. Like, there's literally nothing they can do to prevent that.
I mean, it comes down to you don't pick the short range guy versus the long range guy.
But it's a deeper problem with that, with the composition, because the other aspect of it was, okay, well, where's your wave clear when they inevitably group up with Jhin and Varus and siege you?
I don't know. It wasn't there.
Nope, didn't exist.
I guess nowhere is the answer.
Gnar? Don't think so.
All right, well.
Gnar built for damage, is going to get poked out? Don't think so.
That was game number 2. And so that means we are going to game number 3. MVP with a chance to take this match. And if CJ keeps picking like that, I think they probably will.
Just play Azir. I mean, why not play Azir or Victor?
Yeah. I don't know. Because sometimes you just have to play Kassadin. You just get that urge, like, I got to play Kassadin. I can't help myself. It's a Korea problem, I think.
Yeah.
We do see this once in a while in this region.
Also the Draven, that's the other problem.
Yeah, just gotta play Draven.
Arrow's sometimes like, well, it's time to play Draven. It's my one Draven game of season, guys.
Gotta get my fix. Got any more of that Draven? Hopefully CJ doesn't have any more of that Kassadin. When we come back, we will see if they can have a little bit tighter pick ban phase and win this series, or if MVP will take yet another victory. So don't go anywhere. LCK Summer on OGN. We'll be back in just a few minutes after I stretch this outro out a little bit longer.
It's your favorite thing to do, Noah.
I know, the green casters, they just keep going. Just have to guess.
Well, epic music goes on a loop.
I know, right? All right, we'll be back in just a few.